Good morning. Hi, how are we today? I'm Colleen Ann, and we're going to do a simple get ready with me. We're going to our favorite place in the world, work. So just go ahead, just join me, grab your makeup brushes, grab your caffeine, and let's get started. So we primed our face, primed our eyes. We did our cousins today because they don't look like sisters, they look like cousins today. Um, we tight lined everything. So we're ready to go, and we're gonna go ahead and get started. So I'm using my Fit Me concealer as usual. Love this concealer. Um, I think one of my favorite things that I love about this concealer is it's lightweight, but it also, I feel like I get a pretty decent full coverage with it whenever I use it. I've tried the hydrating, not the hydrating, but I've tried the camo concealer before from e.l.f. and I just felt like that was just like a little bit too coverage for what I like. This Fit Me, I feel like, is a really good option as well. And also, guys, a disclaimer, I'm not a professional. I'm not a professional makeup artist. I'm literally just a woman sitting in her room doing her makeup before she goes to work. That's literally it. So don't take anything I say with like a fact, like, oh, Colleen Ann says this uh, concealer sucks. No, that's just my opinion. I figured I would talk a little bit today about my makeup journey, I guess. It's a little complicated. Hang on. It's complicated because I have memories of always loving and wanting to do makeup. I've seen the trend of doing, I think it's called underpainting, where you do like the contour and stuff and then use your foundation and kind of blend everything out. When I do that, my contour just kind of blends everywhere. Come on. My contour just kind of blends everywhere. And it could be the way that I'm applying it. Oh, you guys are getting a beautiful ASMR of this. I'm really weird with ASMR. I don't like it's not my cup of tea. I'm not going to sit there and say I don't like it, but it's just not my cup of tea. I am a sucker for kitchen restock videos. I love a good kitchen restock videos. So the day that we signed on our house, I was literally watching kitchen restock videos all day because they were so soothing. There was no talking. It was just beauty. And it was what my little heart needed at the time. Just something. Oh, I want my kitchen to look like that. And my partner's over there, like, on the couch, like, playing a game, being like, that's nice, honey. Like, I believe in you. Love him. But I figured I would talk today. Sorry about that little ramble. I figured that I would talk today about my makeup journey because in my memory, it's been a little complicated. And if I miss some things or forget some things and I mention later stuff later on, that's just me being human and forgetting. I'm just telling my story. So I remember always being like, not always, but just kind of feeling like the fat kid, you know? I always felt like I was the kid that didn't deserve it. I felt like I was the, if you put lipstick on me, I'd be a pig with lipstick kind of thing. And that's not really good for a young girl to have. And I struggled a lot with body dysmorphia. I used to do ballet when I was in second grade. And I would be looking in the mirror and I would just be looking at everybody else and then looking at me and being like, ew. It was just kind of one of those things that you kind of have to go through yourself, I guess. Especially like during that time. And it was just kind of like everyone around me was like skinnier except for like a few people. And I don't know, I just focused a lot on like beauty and body and everything else. And I just remember feeling very, very insecure and like looking in the mirror and just like hating myself. Like it was really bad for a really long time. So whenever I got to like middle school, I grew up pretty strict. I'm not going to go into like detail, but it was just kind of like a thing where I felt I felt even worse for asking for things like makeup and stuff. My mom was very, if I wanted it, she would have got it, but I was also like, why do you want that kind of thing? I'm not dissing her. We're grown. We don't, no, we don't play that game. We don't play that game here. But just times everything, you know, insecurities inside and outside is wonderful for a young girl trying to get through it. You know what I'm saying? Okay. I remember I was like the emo kid, I guess. And I always loved like the thick eyeliner, but I was also like a not like other girls, so like I couldn't do makeup. I couldn't do makeup and like those things, and like I just thrived on trying to be so unique and quirky. I think we've all been there, okay? We've all been there. All like I don't think all, but a majority of us ladies, we've been through that because of what's been that's a deeper story that I'm not going to get into at 6 a.m. on a weekday morning. But it's just it's nice to see the growth. You know, it's like, oh wow, and you know, it's just nice. Well, one time in middle school, I tried to wear makeup and I did eyeliner wrong, and it looked like I came to school with like a black eye. And I remember like the popular kids like laughing at me, being like, "She looks like she got peanut, me." And instead of being like, "Forget you, I like it, I'm still practicing," blah blah blah, I didn't wear makeup again until like high school. And I didn't I didn't do it until after I learned the tight line trick. Um, where you take a jumbo pencil, a jumbo eye pencil, you close your eyes and you. I can't do it anymore. I've lost my touch. I've lost my touch, but that's how I used to do my makeup. And then I would do mascara, foundation, boom. And that was it. And I felt like anytime I wanted to venture, I wouldn't. And I would see girls in like high school and like silently be like, wow, your makeup isn't perfect, blah, blah, blah. And just be like, how could you look like that? Well, I was like, there was like this big gap between my mascara and my lashes, you know what I mean? But we live and learn, which is so great and wonderful about makeup and being a girl. You get to do all that, in my experience. So high school, you know, comes and goes, and then okay, so there was this, it was during like the seed makeup and everything, and I remember being like, wow, I love that makeup. That looks so cool, blah, blah, blah. I wish I could do that, but instead of like trying to practice and like just going for it, I never would. I wasn't the kid that bought like Hot Topic palettes, and I've kind of always wanted to go back and just buy one just for, you know, the little emo kid in me wants it, you know. And we've been trying to make her happy lately. High school comes and goes, and I I'm in I'm in, I'm in college. I'm in college at this time. And I start going on Pinterest and I start looking at makeup stuff. I'm like, ooh, this is great. I want to try this, blah, blah, blah. And I had a bunch of makeup. I remember going to CVS and trying a bunch of different makeup and spending a lot of money on just like a bunch of different makeup just to try, and then get upset whenever it doesn't look the same as it does in the picture or the video. And I remember during the 2016, the contouring and the eyebrows on fleek and the cut crease and everything else. And I remember seeing that and being like, holy crap, that's a lot of makeup. That's a lot. I could never like that. Blah, blah, blah. That's crazy. But just like I love trashy Y2K. I love that look. I love a good, I'm wearing makeup. Look at it. Look. I love that. I love that. It's my favorite. Fast forward, I'm about 25-ish, I want to say. And that's whenever I start to kind of be like, okay, I think I like makeup, you know. And still being kind of insecure, but starting to kind of get more comfortable in my own skin kind of thing. I started practicing. I went to CVS. I started buying stuff. It was sometime around like Thanksgiving-ish, because I wore makeup and I was really proud of it, and it was some cute little eyeshadow. And I was like, this looks really great. But as I was wearing it, my eyes were starting to hurt. And as I was putting it on, I realized, I'm like, wow, this isn't really as pigmented as I thought. Like, I thought this was definitely more pigmented the last time I used it, which was a gazillion years ago, you know. So I go and I look at it, and I take like a closer look at my palette. Almost every single eyeshadow I had I don't remember what palette it was, I'm sorry guys. Pretty much every single shade in that palette was freaking expired and had mold on it. Yeah. So later on that night, I went through all my makeup and I threw out all the bad. I made a list of all what I needed and all what I wanted to try. I started with my necessities, which was foundation, powder, eyeliner, mascara, and setting spray. Or something, you know, some kind of finishing. I think it was like a setting spray or something. Don't know. Don't remember. Like I said, I was about 24, 25-ish. And that's whenever it just kind of like started to, okay, I like this now. And then I started using it at 27. At like 27, 28, I quit smoking cigarettes. And I was smoking cigarettes since I was like 13, 14. And once I did that, that's really what opened me back up to like trying and doing makeup again. Because I was like, I want something to do with my hands. I want to learn something. But I don't care about making makeup mistakes. I spent so long caring about what people thought of me, how good or bad my makeup looked. And I'm just like, half these people, I don't give a crap about, you know. Kind of late to come to that realization, but I don't care how late it was. I'm happy to be here. I'm happy and proud to sit here and say, I'm able to go on this journey. I don't care that if it's right before my 30s. I don't care. I don't care that if I have to go work at my job with crazy makeup and everybody looking at me like I'm crazy. I don't care. I don't care. I don't care. I'm just a girl who wants to play with makeup. Now that I'm thinking about it, oh, excuse me. There was this time, I think I was it was definitely after 25. Because that's whenever I was kind of like, okay. So I used to work at an auto parts store. I learned a lot, but that is like the most, we don't have time for that. We don't have time for that. Customer service. It was during the pandemic. That's all I'm going to say. I did a 30-day makeup challenge, which was inspired by my best friend's 30-day no makeup challenge that she did in the previous year. And I was like, because I remember seeing like a bunch of makeup that like I wanted to try at the time. And I was just kind of like, I need to challenge myself. I was like, I need to challenge myself. I want to be better at makeup. You know, let me try. Oh, I kind of messed that up. So what I did was, it was 30 days, and every single day I had to put on makeup. I couldn't do the same thing every single day. I was allowed to if I was like rushed or like on the weekends. Because I was a college student at the time too, so I kind of needed that, you know, extra time. But for 30 days, I had to wear makeup every single day, and I had to try something new or different or just a new technique at least once a week. So that way my makeup would improve. That was the whole thing. And I wasn't doing eyebrows because I was like, no. I was like, I don't know if I'm ready for eyebrows. I was like, it's fine. I'm not ready. I'm just going to do what I'm comfortable with. And in that 30 days, I should have practiced it, but I didn't. I really didn't. I'm crazy for that, I guess. But I was working at AutoZone, and here I was in, like, a bunch of makeup, just working on, you know, just doing things. And I remember freaking one of the guys being like, at least you don't draw on your eyebrows. Like, that's just weird. I looked at this man dead in his face, and I said, do you put on makeup? No. Do you not understand what eyebrows do for your look? and how like it just pulls everything together. I was like, let me show you. And I showed him some pictures. I was like, look at my makeup. I don't have my eyebrows done. Look at this person. And then I looked up a, full face, whatever, just random person with their eyebrows done. See? I would go at it with them boys. So yeah, my relationship with makeup has been very on again, off again. But yeah, I guess after being so long of like caring and being too scared to try new things and blah blah blah, I guess I just don't care that much anymore. I guess I'm just kind of done caring. And I'm just kind of starting to do what I love. By the way, because I was rambling, the palette I use is my beautiful ColourPop Quartz palette. Not sponsored. And I used the opaque. The black right there. And it has been my favorite palette since I got it for my birthday. Like, I got like Ulta gift cards for my birthday, and I saw that palette because there was two I was looking for. I was like, I either want, because they're both about the same price. Because last time I went, I saw like the little Naked 3 like mini for like $15, but I was like, no, I'm not going to get it. Stupid me. I haven't seen it since. So I should have splurged on that. But it was my first time going to Ulta. I had my list. I was trying to be very smart on how I shopped. I wasn't trying to splurge. It was because it was for my 1 year of no smoking anniversary, and I wanted to treat myself. So I should have treated myself and got that fucking palette, but whatever. I know I can get one off of Amazon. I'm going to take a little bit more of this quartz from my favorite ColourPop palette. I'm just going to darken a little bit more. I saw a look that inspired me off of Pinterest with something like this, with the shape. But I'm not doing her exact look. I'm not even doing that color, okay? That's what I love about, like, makeup and art and being creative. Like, it's okay to steal, but it's not okay to steal. Like, you can take things that you like and implement them into your own work and, like, make it your own style, you know? But it's not okay to, like, oh, I like this. Let me just copy exactly and, or I guess. That's what I say. So I'm taking my beautiful Beauty Glaze Color Fusion Over the Rainbow Amazon palette that I got for $11. I just love it's. I just want to let you guys know it's one of those things that, like, I saw it off of Amazon and I was like, I just want like a palette with just a bunch of colors. It doesn't have to be perfect. It doesn't have to be, the best. I was like, but I just want something, Because it's like, I want to experiment and play with, like, a bunch of colors and stuff. And who doesn't deserve the right to? I think we all deserve the right to just play and just be a girl and just play with makeup. And there's nothing wrong with that at all. Regardless, you're allowed to play with makeup. It's basically like painting. In my opinion, don't come for me. So I'm going to take this purple, which is that one. And what I'm doing right now is I'm literally just kind of like taking it in with the black and just kind of... I was contemplating doing like pink with this. But then I was like, I'm kind of wearing spacey pants, like kind of like galaxy-ish. So I'm like, why not do purple to kind of go with the galaxy theme? I'm just kind of taking it over and just kind of... Because I'm probably going to go in with like a deeper black here. Okay? And since I have hooded eyes, I always do my hoods first and then I kind of work my way down. I'm kind of thinking that whenever I do that, it makes the lines a little bit more harsh. Now that I'm kind of seeing it. And I feel like whenever I do that, I don't always get the hood. I don't know if that makes sense or not. My hooded eye girlies make it make sense. Okay, I like this. We like her. She's cool. So next, I'm just going to take a... Where is it? Right here. A fluffy brush. I'm going to wipe away just a little bit of the product. And what I'm going to do is, you see how that's kind of like a hard edge? I'm just going to take that fluffy brush and I'm just going to tap it and just kind of soften it below. There. Look. Doesn't it look a lot better? There we go. So next, I'm going to take that same purple and I'm going to take that same purple and I'm going to do the exact same thing on the other side. Boom. Next, we're going to go ahead and we're going to take the lightest purple up here on that same palette. And I'm just going to put it in that lighter corner and just kind of blend it out. I really don't think I've used the purples on this palette. Now that I'm thinking about it, there's not a lot of room there. Doing the same thing on the other side. Okay. I'm not happy with her. We're not happy with her. But I am a millennial, so I have a side bang. So usually she's hidden anyway, and we only see her. So it's not an excuse, but it helps. I just don't know what the heck. I blended it for like 5 minutes, and it's just not wanting to go. So I'm going to be risque, and we're going to try to fix it. Okay. That's all I'm going to use, okay? I'm going to tap, 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 tap. Okay? I'm going to take no product and just going in with the fluffy. I feel like I'm preparing my troops for war. Come on, brush. I'm going to add just a tiny amount of this purple on that brush. I don't want to make the same mistake as last time. Also, girly pops. If you have any tips for me or anything, or if you're like, wow, she's doing this wrong, blah, 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 tell me. Let me know. I'm just learning. I'm literally just a lady on the internet getting ready for work. That's it. There we go. Okay. It isn't perfect, but we're happier with her. We like her a lot more. Okay, cool. Her annoying cousin left. Now she's here. I hate myself for what I'm about to do. Guys, we're manifesting good luck today. Because we're going to do a wing. We're not doing a crazy one. Okay, so since it's kind of hidden, you can't really see its crazy shape. But it does its job. It adds depth to the look, which is what I wanted in the first place. So we're going to do the same thing on the other side. Oh my goodness. Where's my freaking letter? I'm obviously magic. So the wings aren't really perfect. But like I said, I'm not trying to really show off a wing. I'm just trying to add depth to my look. And plus, I'm trying so hard. I really need to practice wings more. You know what I realized I forgot to do? My waterline. Whoops. I need to get a new pencil. Because it's like all I have for pencils is like... I have the jumbo eyeliner. And then I have this itty bitty little baby. I feel like my full makeup journey is complicated, on and off, and a lot of give and take. I always thought I was like a creative person, but whenever I like tried to draw or write or color, it wasn't at the same level of other people who were also creative at my age. And it's just like, oh, you gotta do this, blah, blah, blah. And it's just like, it just didn't click for me, right? So, and I know it's those things where it's like you gotta practice with it too. But the thing is like, with drawing and with that type of art, I practiced. I put my effort into it. And for some reason, it didn't click. It just didn't feel right. And there are some days where makeup doesn't feel right. But I feel like even on the days where makeup doesn't make sense, I feel like it makes the most sense. Like whenever I think about how much I love makeup, I compare it to how much I used to love drawing and stuff, and just like the stark difference of my happiness, my skill level, and my fun level. Because that's another thing, is like with drawing, it was always like stressful. It has to be perfect. It has to be this way. That's just my opinion. That's just my experience through it. It's not how it is for everybody, I'm sure. But we're just talking about me here. I'm just a lady on the internet in my room, okay? So whenever I just kind of think about makeup and whenever I do it and It just makes more sense to me. And it just makes more sense why I felt the things I did whenever I was trying to draw or write or color. I even went to school for graphic design for a while. I was trying. I was like, this is my passion. This is what I want to do. But it just didn't feel right. I'm glad that I'm in a situation where I can practice what I love. And this is what I love. I love makeup. Is it perfect? God, no. God, no. But I have such fun doing it. And it's just such a great block of my day is just doing makeup. And I love it. And I'm lucky to be able to share it with you guys. If you plan on coming, that's great. So if you are a girly bop on their girly, feminine girly journey, give me a like, a follow. I am on TikTok, Colleen Ann 29. Give me a follow, a subscribe, whatever. Come join me, okay? Have a great day. Thank you for joining. Bye.